Bold flavor, smooth finish, made with real fruit. This spirit doesn't back down. Hard Hide, the original fruit whiskey, 86 proof. Not for the thin skin.
On tonight's show, Kellen Moore's appearance on Pardon My Take told us way more about the 2026 Saints than any other interviews the Saints have done this entire offseason. We'll explain next. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to Saints Happy Hour podcast. Is this the best podcast on the planet?
Would you kindly repeat the question? I was too busy flirting on my telephone.
Now grab a drink and enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. As always, we are presented to you by Bev Test, best flavored whiskey of 2025, Chilton County Peach Whiskey, and by Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. I'm Ralph Marlboro. I'm joined by Dave. Kevin Andrew's going to be here any minute. Thomas running the show back in Poland. Thomas, I told him, I said, we need some new intros, and he just brought the 99-mile-an-hour fastball right out the gate.
Yeah, the hot heat. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Right as I started talking to somebody and have already told her, hey, I do a podcast. It's about football. And she actually asked me, hey, what is the name of your podcast? So I'm sure she or some friend of hers that she's going to make listen to this is going to hear that and be like, yeah, this guy you're talking to, he apparently talks to a lot of women. I'm sure I'll be getting a message.
It's already
I'll be getting
over.
a message either tonight or within 2 days, whenever this thing goes up. So that'll be fun. Before I even can go on a date with her.
He's going to be ghosted faster than Demi Moore. All right. So we got a ton of people in the chat. Thanks for joining us. That Golfer, Jason Champagne, Jerry G, Carl, just a ton of people. As my YouTube freezes up, I apologize. I can't. K-Man. Let's see. Okay, who else? Before I get to the rundown. BG Special. Tons of people in the chat. Thanks, guys, for joining them. Sorry, my YouTube went kaput on me there. All right, on tonight's show, Kellen Moore was on Pardon My Take, and between all the jokes and farts, his appearance actually said a lot about the 2026 Saints. We'll get into it. Plus, we had an egregious lack of awareness on the last Ford Lee episode. We'll get into that. Plus, we're going to pick our Saints player that's your best fantasy bet for 2026. And Thomas is going to go to Popeyes in Poland. Yes, he will. All right, Thomas. So how many weeks are we away from my crippled run?
So as you can see, we are on a 145-week donation streak, pretty hot streak. 11 weeks to go. You can, guys, make it 10 tonight. And Oppenheimer is on a streak of his own, 2 weeks in a row, and he's in the chat already. But Jason Champagne has already donated via Stream Elements 12.80 free donation with message. Let's get this party started. Thanks, Jason. If you want to support the show like Jason, just type !donate in the chat. Don't give your mind to YouTube and make Ralph drunk.
All right, since it's off season, I wanted to be aggressive to sort of motivate the people. Kevin, my 2 drinks tonight, grape and chocolate.
I don't see how that's aggressive. Those both seem sweet and right up your alley. None of that makes sense.
Yeah, but if you do them back to back, Dave, that's kind of gross.
Well, we're gonna need the donations. I want to. Maybe we should wait to see if we get 2 donations. Till we get to both goals, and then we can have you mix them together, and you can do them together. Now that's what I'm talking about. Although I don't know, maybe that would taste like a Nutella and jelly. I don't know. You might actually enjoy that.
It's fierce.
Look, I think we are good to go on the run. At Tulane this morning at 7:25, I was on campus at the football team meeting. So 7:25 in the morning. These guys woke up early and did training at 5:30 in the morning.
My wife,
when I was in college, I missed about half of the 8 a.m. classes that I had scheduled because that was too early.
Dude, you never schedule anything before 9:30.
I made the mistake of doing my first. I think it was my first semester or my second semester at Loyola. I scheduled an 8 a.m. writing class because I was like, oh, no, it was an 8:30. Nope, I take it back. It was an 8 a.m. class because it was a Tuesday, Thursday, 90-minute class. And I said, I just went through 4 years of high school having to get up early. Surely my body
I could do it, yes.
capable and ready to handle a semester of it. Incorrect. Incorrect.
Right. Yeah. So say whatever you will about college athletes, but I mean they are very regimented and very
now. They should be more dedicated.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
Well, they were doing that before.
Yeah. So here's the thing. The Saints, Pardon My Take, the Pardon My Take podcast, which is like the biggest podcast in America, not even like counting sport. I think it's like Joe Rogan and Pardon My Take. Biggest sports podcast.
Yeah. It's the number one sports podcast. For sure.
Yeah. So they made a stop in New Orleans and hung out at the Saints facility. And Dave, I know you're a big Pardon My Take guy.
They did their whole grit week. I mean, basically like once every off season, they'll drive somewhere and, they gas up the van and they take the whole production on the road and they'll go somewhere. Yeah. And I had no idea. I didn't realize they were coming to New Orleans. I would have messaged them and I would have seen if they wanted to go play golf. I would have taken them to play golf. So they did, not only did they do the Kellen Moore interview, which we'll talk about, but they also today, they released interview.
ATN,
they also, Orgeron. But yeah, HN
and Justin Reed.
Justin Reed today. So.
Go Tigers.
And here's the
Your golfing buddy.
Here's the thing that was interesting to me, Dave, is it told me a lot about where the Saints think they are. Because it's not like Pardon My Take just gasses up the van and shows up at the Saints facility and is like, hey, we're here. Will y'all let us do interviews? No, they're going to set that up through the Saints PR staff, and Kellen Moore's got to agree to it and all that. And to me, that tells me that the Saints are comfortable where they are. Kellen Moore obviously knows the show. He seemed to be a fan of it. He seemed to be at least a casual knowledge of it when I listened to his interview. And to me, it tells me the Saints think we're going to be pretty good. So, like, if you want to come and hang out, like, we're going to be the cool up-and-coming team. We're totally fine with this. And I think if the Saints go 3-14 and they're picking first and they would have picked Mendoza, I don't think they're doing all this. But because of how they finished, Dave, I think that they were much more open to Pardon My Take. And before we even get into the interview stuff, it showed me a lot of like where they think they are.
Yeah, I love the Pardon My Take podcast. I love those guys. I consider myself an AWL. Obviously, we've been doing our podcast for so long. Before they started, mind you, I would like to point that out. But they do it better than us, I will have to say. And I very much enjoyed hearing what Kellen Moore had to say, and Justin Reed and Travis Aitchen. They had Coach O on there. They had Lane Kiffin on there. I thought it was great. Here's Andrew logging on right now. A quote unquote 5 minutes later, which he texted us.
And here's my thing, Kevin.
Apparently 5 minutes for
5 minutes turned into 10, 10 turned into 15.
That was 7:56. So that was
15
minutes ago.
Yeah. So good. Yeah.
But here's the thing, Kevin, that I thought was interesting. And it got me kind of excited. Is they were kind of chiding Kellen Moore about the game balls. They're like, you're addicted to giving out game balls. What's the most you gave out? And he's like, I think we gave out 8 versus Tennessee.
Which is a fair point.
The thing that I liked is Kellen Moore, like, usually he's kind of sheepish and kind of laid. He didn't like back down. He's like, no, like game balls is our thing. I like giving them out. We're going to keep giving them out. Eat it. And it made me excited about it. What did you think about him and his interview? I was excited that he didn't back down from his game ball fetish.
I have not heard the entire thing. I've gotten through, I think, about half of it. I've enjoyed what I've heard so far. Like, he just sounds like a run-of-the-mill person. Like, I don't know, like, listening to him, you wouldn't think, oh, this guy is an innovative offensive guru, genius, whatever term you want to ascribe. You would just think, it's just some guy answering questions. And bullshitting around, which is kind of nice. Not in the same way I would say, not in the same tone that I think we would get from like a Sean Payton. Like Sean Payton has more of a had more of an older brother avuncular vibe. This comes off more as your kid brother or your friend or like a friend of yours who's like 7 or 8 years younger than you, but is like really smart and can hang. Like kind of like that.
Andrew, right before you hopped on, I asked Dave, and I want to ask you this. I feel like the Saints allowing, pardon my take, to come and interview them for a whole day, I think it says a lot about where the Saints think they are. Like if the Saints had finished crappy in 2025, I don't think they're hanging with the pardon my take guys. I don't think they're like chill and having all the fun with them that they're doing. And to me, it says a lot about where the Saints think they are as a team.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think if he's a lame duck and they're 2-15, then there's not a whole lot to talk about, right? So I think it's two-pronged. Like, number one, I don't think the team's that interesting, right? Like, who wants to talk to Kellen Moore after a 2-15 season? Like, I think part of the interest is Tyler Shuck just had a great year, and they had a good draft, and they're trending upwards, and they might have their quarterback of the future, and Kellen Moore, all of a sudden, his stock is up because of that, all that. So, yeah, I don't know that those interviews are even being requested. But, yeah, to your point, I think if vibes are really bad, he probably wants to stay out of sight, out of mind a little bit.
It is. And does that sort of, Dave, it sort of raises, like, I know our hopes and dreams are high, but it sort of tells me the Saints internally, like, they have real expectations. Like, if you are like, hey, it's rebuilding, it's going to be another one of these 4 or 5 win years. We're like Arizona or like the Dolphins. They don't let, pardon my take, come and like make a big deal of it because it's the number one, it's probably the Saints, Kellen Moore and the Saints got more exposure through Grit Week and, pardon my take, than anything they did the entire year.
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
So I just feel like this told me Saints have real expectations, because if you want to kind of lay low, you're just like, nah, y'all go somewhere else in the South. Yeah, we don't want you here.
I think that's a fair. You know what? I didn't even think about that angle, and I think that's a totally fair takeaway. And I'm not sure that the Saints reached out to, pardon my take, and said, "Hey, I think you should do Grit Week here." I would assume it was the other way around, and they were like, "Hey, we'd love to come to New Orleans. We can talk to Lane Kiffin. We can go to LSU. We can knock out the Saints. We can make a vacation out of it. We get to eat gumbo." And I think it was more so just that the Saints were asked and they said, yeah, we're in on that. But either way, I agree with you. I think it's right. Like, the Saints PR team, like, they are well aware of, pardon my take, and what they do and their reach and all that. And absolutely, like, what you said, I think is absolutely true. Like, they did a lot more this week being on, pardon my take, than they've done, in a full year or whatever of other, publicity. But look, the Kellen Moore, there's my Kellen Moore love is like, it's twofold. There's Kellen Moore, the coach, which I love and respect him. I think he's a great coach. And then there's him as the person. And him as the person,
really?
I
don't know whether coach?
I would really be able to get along with him. I loved when he said on the podcast that he's
you have arrived at,
he's growing in that aspect. I can't hear anything. My headphones are, I can't hear anything.
Like,
shut up! Shut up!
I don't think we can conclude that he's a great coach. Like, I refuse to. I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but to sit here on this podcast and just straight up be like, he's a great coach, that feels disingenuous.
It feels aggressive after 6-11.
Solve your problems with aggression.
I mean, here's the thing with Kellen Moore. He's got two things going for him, Ralph. Two things and two things only. Number one, he's in the NFC South. I just feel like if we were in Patrick Mahomes' division or any AFC division, or if we were, in a division
Anywhere else. If we were anywhere else.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere else. Correct. Like he NFC South, because let's be honest, like who else are they hyping in the NFC South? Like the Falcons just went to Tua. Like that's how desperate they are. And Miami's footing the bill. Miami's like, we'll pay for everything here. Take them. And the Falcons are rolling with him. Tampa's got Baker Mayfield, and it's freaking Tampa. Tampa wins a Super Bowl, and the media still doesn't like to cover them. And Carolina has been pathetic forever. Like Carolina's Carolina. So, so he's got two things going for him. He's got the NFC South, and he's not DA. That's the second thing. And him not being DA, he's going to lose out on that goodwill really fast if they start losing to begin this year. I feel like he basically was given rope, start as bad as you want, and then he throws Shuck in. They start to win some games. There starts to be some optimism. The team is trending up, 6-11 to finish the year. Not so bad. But I'm telling you right now, like we start 0-3, 0-4, and he's going to get lumped in with DA. And it's immediately going to be he's boring. He can't coach an offense. And so I just feel like Dave straight up like he like do not stop, do not pass the go. Like you collect your $200. Like you are a great coach. You don't even have to win a seventh game. Just 6 games is enough. You're crowned a good coach. And I'm sorry. I have to see more. I haven't seen enough yet. I'm sorry.
Salty Andrew is great for the pod.
It is.
Yeah.
I need Salty Andrew every week.
I don't know. I'm just look. He's nothing special off the field. He's maybe a boring guy. Maybe we wouldn't hang out with him. I certainly don't think he drinks, but on the field,
you use the words, coach. Dave. He is a great coach. You said he's a great coach. What evidence? And I'm actually saying, like,
I don't know. He won a Super Bowl with the Eagles as offensive coordinator.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't say head coach. I didn't say head coach. I didn't say he was a great head coach.
DA also won a Super Bowl.
Okay, I didn't say he was a great head coach. I said he's a great coach.
Here's my question, Kevin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you think about that?
Like,
stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
So was DA.
Do you feel like
DA's a great coach? He's a great defensive coordinator. Terrible head coach, but he's a great coach.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a great. Are you the Bears last season? The
Bears defense was kind of terrible.
Fucking his. What are you talking about? They had all kinds of turnovers.
Go look at the data. Go look at the data.
They had all kinds. I'm sorry.
They had injuries, but hey, man,
are you gaslighting me? The Bears overachieved
I feel like DA
on
did
defense.
a good job with the Bears last year.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Ralph? Thank you, Andrew, for crying out loud. You're fucking gaslighting me over here in the top left corner, you asshole.
The Bears defense wasn't that good.
What they had all kinds of. They got a turnover every time they needed a turnover. What are you talking about?
Turnovers. One, it's not
very important.
It's very important, but it's not like that doesn't mean you're playing good defense necessarily. It's like not sustainable.
Kevin,
I don't think their run defense was awful. Kevin, you got them data?
Yeah. Please say something smart.
It ain't good.
Go to the Saints Bears door for you.
You cut out real bad there, Jude. So you're gonna have to repeat that.
Spell.
Change your internet.
Go to
the Wi-Fi. I mean,
go to the Saints Bears from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I Rattler threw like 3 picks. He was sacked like 4 times.
Yeah. Okay. So Bears.
DA absolutely wrecked our. I think we scored like 12 points. I mean, DA
14.
absolutely wrecked us. Okay.
Yeah. The Rattler was sacked 4 times, threw 3 interceptions. He also fumbled a ball and lost it. So he had a quarterback rating of 66.3, which was actually higher than Caleb Williams, whose quarterback rating was 61.7. Yeah, so the Bears defense in 2025 overall regular season defense, they were ranked 29th out of 32. They allowed 361.8 yards per game. Passing defense, they are, good Lord, where the hell are they?
All right, this is horrible.
The Bears passing defense, 22nd overall. They allowed 227.2 yards per game.
Don't tell me DA is a good coach.
Rushing
I had to live that lie when he was here.
overall.
I'm freed. I'm free. I can be truthful.
What
now.
about points per game?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Red zone defense, 15th, 56.1 per game. Third down defense, 22nd, 40.8. Let's see. Points per game.
23.
And takeaways.
Points per game and takeaways now. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think they were top 5 in takeaways.
Dave, I read
Right,
the
I'm gonna look
copy
up- I'm gonna try
on
and find
the
points per game.
podcast every
Don't
once in a
mind me.
while. Good. It doesn't make me a good host. Just because the Bears did one thing good doesn't make their defense good.
might help
You
you
know?
pronounce some names.
I mean, wow. All right.
I
So
think when you consider how many injuries they had last year, DA did a good job.
Yeah.
And he certainly pants the Saints. That's undeniable.
he did pants the Saints. I'll give him that.
The Bears allowed in 2025, the Bears allowed 415.
Jesus.
Wait, yeah, points allowed. 415 points allowed. The Saints defense allowed 383.
Okay.
Bad.
So
All
the
right,
Saints
well,
defense was actually scoring defense was actually
Daly up
better.
here.
The
DA
Saints
down
defense was
here.
pretty good last year.
Yeah.
So final thing about
Brandon Staley, pretty good coach.
Yeah. Final thing.
Wait, no,
about
I've got a thought. I've got a thought about the. Well, no, actually, you go ahead. You go. Go ahead. Share your.
I was
thought.
going to say,
Good guy too.
anybody can jump in because I don't really care about DA. But I the pardon my take thing. Last thing about that is, do we think the Saints are like their media? I don't know the right word for it under Sean Payton, but maybe they were being. I'll clean it up for the children. They're being jerks to the media. They wouldn't show up for post game for Thursday night games when they won. And Sean Payton was generally a jerk to the media. And the Saints didn't do a lot of stuff with the media, even though Sean Payton did a decent amount. Do we
I
think
you
now
said-
under Kellen Moore? What's that?
I think you said it. I think you said it earlier, Ralph. I think you hit the nail on the head. They hit up Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin invited them down. And they're like, hey, you know what we could do is we could parlay this into a little New Orleans trip, eat some gumbo, maybe get a crawfish boil or two in there. And they hit up the Saints. And because the Saints basically get no publicity whatsoever by the national media, and no one cares about Kellen Moore and no one cares about Tyler Shuck, they're like, hell yeah, we'll go on this show. So I think it's less about the Saints, and I think it's more about them latching onto the Lane Kiffin machine.
But no, but do we think the Saints may be
I don't agree with
thawing, and if they win, they're going to be more cooperative with the national media, and the national media is going to give them a bigger, warmer embrace than they did with Sean Payton and Drew Brees?
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think even when Sean Payton was winning and Drew Brees was a stud and the Saints were a viable product, Sean Payton was so inaccessible, so difficult. Wow.
Happy
I don't think
birthday,
the media liked covering the Saints even when they were one
Shut
of the best
fuck
teams
up,
in the league.
Andrew. Come on, man. Disrupting the show. Disrupting Oppenheimer's donation. Shocking. 60 buckaroo. Happy birthday, Aria.
I don't know who Ariel is, but keep
Well,
talking.
Aria is the daughter of one of our listeners who had requested earlier that we maybe throw a birthday shout out to her.
Happy birthday.
But you guys were too busy ranting and raving, and so we didn't
About
get a chance.
GA nonetheless. Happy
We're trying to
birthday.
solicit funds from the fans here.
Is this the daughter of Oppenheimer? Is this the daughter
No,
of
this is
Oppenheimer?
not Oppenheimer's daughter. This is not Oppenheimer's daughter.
Okay.
This is,
All right.
I can't see his name.
Shout out.
Well, I'm just.
Jesus, Dave.
I just wanted to
Can't
make
see the
sure.
names.
I was going. if it was
Apologize and
Oppenheimer's
send him a
daughter-
Tulane onesie, Dave.
Are you
Well, yeah,
drinking
yeah. I was
coffee
gonna,
right now.
Yes.
Yes, he is drinking coffee.
Why?
He could be. He could. Yeah, but right, exactly. That's a great question, Andrew. For $6 a day, he could be fixing a poor child's cleft palate, in a poor country, but instead he's choosing to drink coffee. What an asshole.
Damn, Oppenheimer wants to make
wait.
it 3 times in a row. Damn.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's look. Thomas. I don't know why Thomas was playing the video that I sent him, but he did start to play the video. Here's my problem with the Pardon My Take thing. These guys, they do Grit Week every year. They decide to come down to New Orleans this year. These guys, hey, look, they're the #1 podcast. I get it. They come down here and they are gifted. They are gifted the certificate that Drew Brees got on the field when he became the all-time passing yards leader. You know when they got that stupid little the MS Paint printed out gift certificate. Yeah. You remember that? That is now correct. And that is now in the possession. That piece of Saints memorabilia is now in the possession of the Pardon My Take guys because they come down here for 1 fucking week. We have been doing this fucking podcast for 13, 15 fucking years. We get nothing. We have never gotten anything from the Saints organization.
I think I think it's 19 years or 19
years. That's crazy. 19 fucking years talking about your fucking organization, New Orleans Saints. These fucking carpet-bagging grifters come down and for what? For 3 days, and you give them the certificate, the all-time passing leader certificate.
It's to the council.
Yeah,
and it's gonna go in his closet. I would have hung it up here, Dave. I would have. I would have framed it. I would have, done it. Right.
I mean, meanwhile, if I even sent a fucking email to the organization, fucking crickets, nothing. So that's my fucking problem. That was gonna be my story time. But I got even better shit for story time.
He hits a great punt. You're supposed to be his partner, and he doesn't even look at you when you're cheering at him.
Jesus Christ.
2 points of order here. 2 points of order. One, if you believe that 8 by 11.5 sheet of paper in the little comic book plastic gimmick that they've got it tucked in, if you believe that was the same sheet of paper that they were going to hand to Andrew Christopher Breeze, or if you believe that was even the backup, or the backup to the backup,
they got
or the
7 printed in the drawer right there. Yep.
I have some land on a Superfund site about 10 miles north of where I'm sitting that I would like to sell you.
Kevin, have you looked at that certificate? Have you looked at that certificate? There is no way that you could duplicate that, fraudulently copy that. There is absolutely that's
it's too much of a work of art.
The security on that paper, there's no way. It's like counterfeiting money. Like, there's no way. There's just absolutely no way that you could come up with something that looks exactly like that.
Maybe if he holds it up to the light and you can see a portrait of Goodell inside the paper.
That it's real.
He needs a highlighter to draw a couple lines through it.
There's absolutely no way that you could recreate that. There is no way that you could recreate that at home with your dot matrix printer connected to your Apple II GS. There is absolutely no way that you could recreate that.
No way.
Okay, so I didn't want to interrupt you guys. You were on a heater. Who That Golfer took us over the edge for the first time, and with the message, time for a drinky poo, Ralphie. Also, thanks to Fresno Saint for a $5 super chat with message. Oppenheimer, thank you, brother. Who was
number 10?
Brandon Cooks. Oppenheimer, thank you, brother. And thank you guys for the Aria birthday shout out. She heard it. She is hyped. Love you guys. Thanks, Fresno State.
Happy birthday to your daughter, Fresno State. And we are now at
Kevin.
What?
Look that up. I think Doug Bryan was number 10. Look it up.
Yeah, Doug Bryan was number 10. So was Jamie Martin. So was Marquez Callaway. So was Brendan Cooks, Chase Daniel, Julian Fagan.
Sure. Yeah, wait. Look this up, Kevin. I'm pretty sure Jari Evans was number 10.
Oh my God, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Here we go.
Pretty sure Jari Evans was 10.
Ralph
wait.
enjoying- Whoa.
Meanwhile, Ralph just casually starts drinking in the
That
background.
was a
Okay, so what?
sneaky
That's the way it
drink.
should be done. That's the way it should be done. Open it up and just fucking drink it, for crying out loud.
Sneaky
Jesus
drink,
Christ.
man.
By the way, Kevin, nice maroon shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is definitely
Sneaky.
a maroon shirt.
Sneaky drink tonight. Sally and Max told me, they're like, we set up the studio for you. I hope you enjoy your drinks tonight. I think they put Tabasco in the drink.
Whoa.
It's like an April Fool's.
Grape
spice.
is not
hits,
supposed to
boy.
taste. Grape is not supposed to taste like that.
It's
What's
not
the
supposed to be
rating?
spicy.
What? It's not supposed to be spicy. I give it a 6, but with the Selly and Max additions, I give it an 8. Whew.
Did they really open it and put stuff in?
I think they did, because Dave, usually it's very difficult for me to open, and it wasn't. I was like, oh, that's really easy to open. I wonder what's going on.
What's really disturbing is that you're really not sure. Like, they might have fucked with your drink, and you're either your taste buds are so shot that you can't tell, or you're
That's
drunk
true. That's
you've had too much and you have zero idea what you're imbibing at this point.
that that's
This will
definitely-
make for great testimony in the trial to come in a few years when your son is when your son is on the witness stand and he's saying, "Yeah, we cracked open my dad's mini bottle of booze and I poured Tabasco in there. I wanted to get him to pay attention to me."
Mom, son together experience. Yeah. So I'll tell you, Kevin.
His liquor bottle of grape liquor, and I put Tabasco sauce in there, and he could barely tell that there was Tabasco sauce in there.
He said he needed to feel something, Your Honor.
I'll tell you what's always a great experience: Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. It's a strawberry flavored whiskey flavored with aged wheat whiskey, American light whiskey, Cocktail and Sons, strawberry and lemon syrup, fresh strawberries from Jonesdale Farm in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. It's 86 proof. The whiskey is blended and bottled at the Sugarfield Distillery in Gonzales, Louisiana. Don't forget to check out Bev Test Best Flavored Whiskey of 2025, Chilton County Peach Whiskey. You can pick up a bottle wherever fine spirits are sold in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and Tennessee. To learn more and to find a location to get a bottle near you, go to www.hardhidewhiskies.com. Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. Supported Saints Happy Hour all season long, all off season long. So support the people who support the show. Grab a bottle of Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey today. All right. So before we get to story time and the mailbags, which is amazing, the story time will involve Thomas going to Popeyes. We have told him he will be videotaping that. We'll get to that in just a bit. But this topic I want to touch on real quick is fantasy football. I feel like for the first time in a while, Andrew, the Saints are going to be kind of relevant on offense. Not like they were maybe with Drew Brees and when you had Kamara and Michael Thomas. Not like that much of a stars. But I think they're going to be relevant for the first time. So I said to you guys, if I told you, you got to pick a Saints player and you got to start him, who would you want on the Saints offense? If you're like, I got to play him and start him week 1 in fantasy, who would you want?
Well, I think the three obvious choice. I mean, are we including Shuck in this conversation or just position players?
You can include Shuck if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I think Shuck is a decent play because he can make plays with his feet, and he's going to have a better arsenal at his disposal this year. He'll have better players. I'm hoping and thinking he'll have a better run game, which I think statistically will actually be better for him. I think if he has a good run game to support him, then that opens up the deep ball with play action and all that stuff. So I think where it gets tough, like with the position players, is I think the three obvious candidates for like who would perform the best are, in no specific order, Olave, HN, and Juwan Johnson, I guess. But I feel like this offense has added enough pieces now where I actually think they could spread around the ball. I actually think last year they were at such a deficit for playmakers that once they got a quarterback that was actually operational and could make plays, like they were bench throwing to Olave and Juwan. Like it just felt like every game it was, Olave was putting up like 10 catches for 154. Juwan was like 8 for 89. And like they were putting up stat lines like that pretty much every shuck start after the first couple. And I just feel like this year they might get, 3 catches for 68 from Jordan Tyson. And, Vele might get 2 catches for 42 and a touchdown, right? So it's not that like these other guys are necessarily going to be prolific, but I think they will take away from, the like overuse of some of the Saints' best players. So I actually think this offense will be more fun to watch. I don't know that there's like a clear fantasy play. Gun to my head, if I have to pick a dude, it's probably Olave.
I'll go with Achane. So they're playing the Cardinals first.
The Lions.
Wait, I thought it was. What was I looking at? Was I looking at the wrong? Oh, that's my
wrong year.
That's my fault. I was looking at the wrong year. That's my fault.
Always want to look at the right.
No, but I think this before you get to your answer.
No, go ahead.
I think my answer is Juwan Johnson, because listen, he was a top 10 fantasy tight end last year, and I think look, his numbers may go down because, like you said, Andrew, they have better players. They're going to run the ball better. The ball may be spread around. But here's the thing. The Saints last year were a historically terrible team in the red zone. Like, of the last 20 years, I think the Saints were, of the last 25 years, I think the Saints were third worst in the red zone converting touchdowns. So they're going to score more touchdowns. So to me, the thing is, who's going to get those touchdowns? And here's the thing. If Juwan Johnson stays the same with catches and ballpark yards of 800, and he goes from 3 to 6 touchdowns, he becomes a top 5 fantasy tight end for PPR leagues. So I think Juwan Johnson is a great bet. You just got to.
My only rebuttal there is they literally had no one else. Like Moreau and Taysom Hill were not operational.
Yeah,
they were not backup tight ends, not serious ones last year, which is a shame because obviously both had great careers. I'm not like trashing them as players. I think they were kind of cooked last year, and so now you've got Noah Fant, you've got Oscar Delt. I mean, you've got 2 guys that are coming in that I think is going to round out this tight end room and make it more legitimate, make it more serious, and so. They go.
Who do you think gets the touchdowns, though?
Yeah,
Let's say the Saints go from worst to 16.
I think your point about Juwan going from 3 to 6 touchdowns is good if he can hold on to the freaking ball, because let's not forget had a lot of 50-50 balls in the end zone that he didn't come down with last year. But let's just say he goes from 3 to 6, which is a good prediction. I don't think he'll maintain his catches and yards to go with it. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's probably still a top 10 tight end, but I don't know that he's top 5.
Kevin, your pick?
I'm still going to say Achane. The Lions defense seemed to take
why are you looking at just their first game? They played
because I said who do you want to start for week 1. So that's a good
well, right. That's why I'm saying that, because Ralph did say week 1. So I'm just sort of basing it off of that. And look, I would still probably say Achane because, look, the maybe the sexy pick would be to say Olave, or maybe you want to get real cute and say Tyson. But give me the new running back in a new system who is going to feel motivated to come in and kick ass behind a revamped offensive line anchored by a big free agent signing. And again, you're looking at a Lions running defense that was giving up 114 yards per game last season.
And Kellen Moore mentioned the run game 2 separate times when he was talking to Pardon My Take. He mentioned running the ball. He mentioned running the ball better, and he mentioned running the ball better early in games. So
Ralph,
Week one.
that was
That's a good play thing, I think, Kevin.
yeah, that was actually, and shame on us because we failed to mention that earlier when we were talking about the Pardon My Take interview. I wanted to mention how Kellen specifically called out running the ball better as far as what he plans to do next season. So, I mean, I'm with Kevin. I would pick H-in for sure. I also, what I learned today when they had Travis H-in on Pardon My Take today, and his
He has
interview,
like duck feet, and his feet are weird, but it helps
yes,
him cut.
but more importantly, did you hear what his son's name is?
His son's name is Saint,
Correct.
which is incredible. But he named
Correct.
him like his son's like a year old, so he named him before he became a free agent. So
Correct.
it wasn't like
correct. Which is that's more. That's even. I think that's better. He didn't name his son Saint because he was on the Saint. He named his same son Saint because he wanted to name him the Saint, and then he happened to come to the New Orleans Saints, which to me is better. It's faded. So I love again combination of.
By the way, there's a city in France called Saint Etienne.
Saint Etienne. So, and I guarantee you that has something to do with it. So that in combination with the fact that Kellen said publicly that they want to run it more, I would go with I like H-in. He's going to be the only one really. I mean, we'll see what happens with Kamara, but I think it's pretty obvious that Travis is definitely going to be the number one guy.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was an interesting topic because for the last so many years, the Saints have struggled at quarterbacks. Kevin, the receiver's been a wasteland, and the offense has been sort of, struggle bus. I feel like this year this year is the first time in a while we get a team that I think the Saints potentially could have a top 10 fantasy running back and a top 10 fantasy receiver in Achane and
the
Olave.
The only pushback that I would give on Kevin, who said that we have a revamped offensive line, is that we are literally one David Edwards injury from having the same exact offensive line from a year ago. The exact same.
Terrible.
So it's not really revamped. It's more like yeah, I know
it's more like we got David Edwards.
We got David Edwards and he better stay healthy.
We got David Edwards in a dream. That's what we got.
Yep. Now maybe our tackles can get better and improve, right?
Fair point.
Yeah. I totally forgot what I was going to say. I don't remember.
Well, I know what we're going to say now, Dave, before we get to the mailbag and I hope people send questions in. We did the new Fleur de Lis podcast, theme podcast for the off season. It's Dave's baby. It's incredible. And by the way, Dave, before I bash you, I want to give credit, like listens for the last podcast for the Fleur de Lis, the Saints with numbers 6 or 9 on their jersey is up like 25% from a normal May off-season Monday podcast. So it's incredible. People like it. But Thomas, play this soundbite. This is egregious by Dave.
And I just want to make sure. No, he was number 60.
I'm going with Jari Evans. I'm going to take Jari Evans.
Oh, there you go.
And round out my 4. So that's it. Jari's off the board.
Andrew,
honestly,
what's more egregious?
Ralph,
the fact that Dave didn't know Jari Evans was 73, or that nobody we let it slide. What's worse?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly I was staring off into the sunset. I wasn't paying attention. Like Dave was just doing his thing, and I was like, whatever. I wasn't even clued in or plugged in. I mean, how much alcohol did you consume, Ralph, for you to miss this? But like. Yeah, I mean, that is just absolutely terrible. And for Dave, but I will say this, in Dave's defense, for him, or lack of defense, however you want to phrase that, for him to be like, wait, hold on, let me check one thing. I'm pretty sure, yep, he was number 60. Yeah, I'm going with Jari Evans. It was almost like he was thinking that he was referencing something when really what was he looking at? His chicken scratch where he wrote Jari Evans 60 and he just fabricated that on his own. I think I had 76 in my mind for him.
Kevin, does this disqualify
He was
Dave
62 with the Seahawks. Maybe that's what you saw.
Disqualifies him.
Well, I didn't win anyway, did I? So I think we're good. So.
Yeah. I feel like, Kevin, this is egregious. What's worse? I feel like I blame. I don't know if it's our fault for missing it or Dave's fault.
And only one person on Twitter even noticed it too. I saw that. Like there was only one guy, and all the replies was like, "Wait a minute, was Jari Evans?" I don't think that's correct.
Honestly, shame on us because we should have taken Drew Brees off the board before the thing started.
My mom texted me today and said Drew Brees should have been ineligible. That's not fair.
Dave's mom, you are correct.
For Ralph to win this competition with freaking Ruben Mays and Hokie Gajan on his team is
I don't
pathetic.
get that. I know. Yeah, that was
so dumb.
Yeah, Drew Brees was really doing a lot of the heavy lifting. I wanted to prove
Andrew wrong.
I mean, we literally should have just. Ralph goes Drew Brees with the first pick, and we should have just ended the competition. We should have just stopped. Like Drew Brees. Okay, congratulations, Ralph. You've won. Next segment. Done. Next segment. That's the podcast. Congratulations, Ralph. You won.
Yeah. Well, I felt like we needed to address Dave not knowing Jari Evans' number. But before we
truly pathetic all the way around.
So
really.
So Saints Happy Hour viewer questions are brought to you by Bev.
Wait. Hold on. I just stepped away for a second. Wait, this isn't me not knowing Jari Evans' number. This is everybody. All of you assholes. Yeah. Don't put this on me. I think that's the whole point of this conversation is that it wasn't just me. It's you assholes too. So let's not don't be isolating me on this.
What was Dave saying earlier about gaslighting?
That's right. Thomas, give us a quick donation update before we get to the mailbag.
All right, so no new donations since your last drink. Oppenheimer is still in the lead with 60 buckaroos. Huda go for second place, 28.3, and Jason Champagne, 12.83 in the third place. We are about $75 away from second drink. It's been a while since you drank two drinks.
But, like chocolate in Tabasco might make me vomit, so that's more reason to
this
do
is
it
Tabasco?
Tampering with the drinks. I don't know if Sally and Max
chocolate liquor, I think.
Oh, chocolate and Tabasco.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, Saints Happy Hour viewer questions are brought to you by Bev Test, best flavored whiskey of 2025, Chilton County Peach, and by Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. You can pick up a bottle wherever fine spirits are sold in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and Tennessee. To learn more and to find a location to get a bottle near you, go to www.hardhidewhiskies.com. All right, Thomas, play Take It to the Top. All right, what's first up, Thomas? Did people call in? Did they leave voicemails like they were supposed to?
They did. Saints Robert sent me...
Great job, guys.
Even two via DM, via Discord.
Wow!
I'm always so confused. I have to end the
and
intro
they're both
music
from
so
Saints
early.
Rabbit, I'm sure.
No, we have 4 questions total ready. Yeah. If you want, I can even save it for next week.
Rabbit.
If you not
go. I want to read the hotline though because call the hotline if you're not a patron. You can do a voice question that way, but you should become a patron. But if you're not, call 832-779-3820. And leave us a question. So what's first up, Thomas?
Yes.
All right, so let's start with the Saints Rabbit question, actually.
Okay. Right.
Hi, guys. So question for you. Maybe you have to be of a certain age, like, I don't know, like 40s and up. But obviously when we were young, we were Saints fans first. But there were a lot of bad years in there. And so, like, I know myself and my friends, we all had kind of like a secondary team in our pocket just because the Saints were so bad. So who was your favorite, quote, other team, if you had one?
I mean, is LSU an acceptable answer here, or are we talking NFL?
NFL, I think he's what he means. I
feel
first.
like it's got to be NFL.
Yeah,
I'll go first.
Go ahead, Ralph. You go first.
I
was just listening to somebody do like an interview and they were saying how like growing up in New Orleans, you had to have a second team.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I love the 85 Bears. Like I even did a skit at my school where we sang the Super Bowl Shuffle and I did the Refrigerator Perry part. So I mean, but that was it. But I mean, it was a hard time. I mean, Andrew, you grew up in France, but Kevin, it was hard times growing up in New Orleans because, like, in the 80s, man, the Saints stunk. And the Saints, even when they got good from like the Maury years, from like 86 to 92, they never won any playoff games. And not for a single solitary second did you think they were a Super Bowl team with the Cowboys and the 49ers and the Redskins. So, like, it was hard going. And I'll tell you, like, there are a crap ton of 49er fans that are like, I'm from New Orleans and I just grew up a 49er fans because the Saints suck and I wanted to root for a winner.
I knew those guys. Yep. I went.
Hey, Ralph, you and I knew a guy that grew up in New Orleans and somehow became a Steelers fan in the 70s.
That's right. He somehow became a Steelers fan. I don't know. Maybe it could have been the
real odd how that happened.
What a coincidence, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow he became in charge of a New Orleans television station.
Yeah.
Whatever. My secondary team was the Cincinnati Bengals, and it was because my favorite player for a couple of years at that very impressionable age.
Let me guess. Icky Woods.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Icky Shuffle, man.
Icky Shuffle was fun.
You know, I'm doing the Icky Shuffle for those of you driving and listening.
Media as a visual medium.
Fucking great podcasting, Kevin.
It is bad when a 45-year-old white man can do the Icky Shuffle. It is bad. And
Andrew,
yet, for 8-year-old me, mesmerized.
Andrew, your secondary team was PSG, right?
I think this whole secondary team is trash. I don't subscribe to it. I think it's dumb. You don't cop out and root for a second team just because your team sucks. No, you wear it like a badge of honor and you show up for your team. So I didn't have any secondary team. I think that's stupid. Now, I will say this, though. When I grew up in France, there was this NFL store that sold NFL merch in Paris. And it was literally, the store was like the size of my closet. And I would always beg this guy to order Saints stuff, and he's like, you can't get it, dude. It's too hard. Like, you know, there's no Saints stuff anywhere in Europe. Like, you can't find Saints stuff. So I was always like relegated to whatever he had. I remember he had a lot of pins. Remember pins, like push pins with the thing on the back. Like, he would have a lot of those. And like one day he got a Saints one, and I like almost lost my mind. And, it was like, I don't know, 10 francs. And I like, literally, it was like my prized possession. I'm like an 8-year-old kid with my Saints pin. And it was like the greatest thing I ever got in my life. But the first jersey that I ever got was a Steve Largent Seahawks jersey, number 80.
Yeah.
That was one of like 5 jerseys this French dude had in his store. And the Largent jersey was the smallest one. It was the only one that fit me. So just to have an NFL jersey, I got Largent. And I remember like that Thanksgiving or Christmas, my family went to New Orleans. We went to the Black and Gold store, like a proper NFL store. And finally, like, I was in a store where everything was Saints, and it was just like, it was like Toys R Us. It was literally like, it was literally like, I don't know. It was like meeting the Wizard of Oz. Like, it was the greatest moment of my life. And,
Dave steps away.
I remember like emptying the store, like buying like whatever my parents would get me, like that. I just wanted it all. I wanted Saints socks. I wanted a Saints ping pong ball. I wanted a Saints gloves. Like I everything.
Saints anal beads.
Yeah.
So Dave, you did not grow up a
those.
Saints
I would have
fan.
gotten them.
I bet
Dave, you
would.
did not grow up a Saints fan in New York. So did you kind of transition to the Saints, or did you not have a team?
Oh yeah. Oh, I transitioned. All right, Ralph. Yeah. No.
Whoa.
I famously didn't become.
They carry yellow.
Famously did not become. Famously, Kevin's trying to land a plane.
I am trying to land this plane. Just go right on ahead with your story.
Kevin's doing the Andrew.
Being a New Yorker to being a Saints fan. That's it.
Upgrade? Did you go from the Jets to the Saints, Dave? What team were you?
So I didn't like. I did not become a Saints fan till college, so the early 2000s, so 2000, or even maybe the year 2000, 2001. No, in the 90s, actually, because I was a hockey guy, hockey fan. That was what I followed. When I did follow football in the 90s, when I was in high school, I actually followed the Green Bay Packers. I was a Packers fan. I was a Brett Favre fan. I had a Packers starter jacket.
Oh, the starter
fucking
jacket.
Yep. Yeah, I wasn't a cheesehead, but yeah, for some reason I just like Brett Favre and the Packers. I don't know. They were good. This was 94, 95. So.
No, I mean that was it was peak.
And it was peak
Yeah.
Favre. Peak Favre.
So Thomas, what's next?
But meanwhile, I went to high school with what the hell was his name? Al Groh's son, who ended up being the coach
UVA.
of the Jets for a year.
Al Groh.
Yes,
Groh,
correct.
yeah, he was
UVA.
coach of the Jets
Yes,
for a year.
UVA. But then he was also like interim coach for the Jets for a year or whatever.
He was coach for the Jets for the year. They made the playoffs, and he fled back to college.
His son might have played lacrosse at who knows. What was
it
his
Mike
name?
Groh or
No, it
Mike,
was.
that's it. I think that's it.
Hold on, I'm gonna go upstairs and get my yearbook.
Dave,
I don't know if this is the same son, Dave, but I remember when Al Groh was here, he was kind of beloved at UVA because he had a lot of success, but he had a really bad season and his son was the offensive coordinator. And he was basically forced to fire his son.
I think that might have been him. I gotta look this up.
Really?
Yeah,
pretty brutal. It must be a brutal Thanksgiving.
They
He
ran
was our
that
starting
guy.
quarterback. Yeah, he was our starting quarterback in high school. I'm gonna go get my yearbook.
He is
Hey, someone's
absolutely
calling you,
hated
Kevin.
in Charlottesville.
No, that's me.
Is it a nurse?
So, no, it's my phone. My Oura ring is telling me that my heart rate is up. Thomas, what's next?
All right, not high enough for us. All right, next question from Cody, the Black and Gold member.
All right, guys, it's Cody. Per fewer Dave's instructions, I'm calling in. So for the host, I got a good question for you guys. Would you rather admit to being a Falcons fan or admit to tell people that after 3 drinks, you were horrifically hungover for 3 days?
I saw that.
There's literally nothing
guy.
you could propose besides what you said first, where I don't pick the second thing.
I mean, speaking of the second thing, it's an actual podcast host, and he was saying how he did 3 glasses of wine, and it wrecked his whole week. And Kevin, of course, he was British. I mean, I said on Twitter, if I ever get on this podcast and say 3 glasses of wine wrecked me for a week, I like suffocate with me with a pillow. Like I was embarrassed. But then I learned he
That's
was
like
British.
baby
and I was
amount in
that
Poland.
checks out.
Yeah.
I was like, that checks out. But I'm with Andrew. Like, there's nothing you could I can't never. I would never cop to being a Falcons fan. I might
we gotta have rules in life.
instead.
Rules are what separates us from the animals, right? You gotta have rules.
Right.
You gotta have principles. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lie, and then don't be a Falcons fan. That's like
Thou
probably
shalt
like
not root for
three.
Tua.
Yeah.
Dave is holding up a 1999 yearbook.
This is my yearbook.
I have
Matt Groh was his name.
Matt Groh.
I have
is there
a
another
question.
Groh kid?
There might be. I also didn't realize he was from my town. I didn't realize they lived in my town.
There might be
Kevin,
another
what were you-
Groh kid because that doesn't sound right.
Kevin, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say that I have a question, a follow-up about your scenario there, that it doesn't matter what the second thing would be, because I would say I would rather take that than be a Falcons fan. Okay, here's a scenario. Would you rather say publicly that you were a Falcons fan or go to your wife and tell her that you have cheated on her?
Whoa.
See, though, I
brought
mean,
things.
Shit got deep.
The single man has
It
brought
got
things
real.
to a screeching halt.
shit got real.
I have
I mean-
presented you with the Gordian knot, gentlemen.
See, though, Andrew, it's a realistic scenario. With
I didn't
me,
even
Kevin,
flinch.
it's not.
The ladder.
With me, Kevin, with me, it's not a real scenario. She'd be like, "You're lying." I look at you, like I couldn't even pull that off. Andrew could because he's a good-looking guy. Me, not so much.
I don't know. I'm
She'd be
not
like-
the one with the OnlyFans account.
That's true. That's true.
Ralph's
Andrew,
getting offered
Mike,
to do collabs
How's that
every other
doing?
day.
How's that doing, by the way, Ralph? How's your hand?
Terrible.
account doing?
Terrible. I try to get them to approve is something. They're like, "Oh, it's not serious. Your email isn't good."
Ross' hand wasn't sexy enough.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's whatever anti. It's ableist. That's what OnlyFans is. It's ableist. All right, Thomas. What? One more question. What we got?
All right.
oh wait, my
final-
mom. Oh wait. Two things.
My mom.
My mom is apparently listening live because
Wow.
she's also reminding me that I had a Reggie White Green Bay Packers jersey, which
Oh,
is
wow.
correct. I did have that.
Wow.
Making me a real Green Bay Packers fan. And then Mike Groh was one of Al Groh's sons.
Did he just employ his whole
actually-
family? Andrew, was his whole family the staff? Was that how he?
Actually, so Mike Groh was actually Al Groh
I
the
think
third
Mike is the one that was run out of town.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
of Virginia. He was the wide receivers coach 2001 to 2002. He was the quarterbacks and wide receivers coach 2003, quarterbacks coach 2004 to 2005, OC 2006-08. Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
And then he went from wow, okay. Boy, this is okay. This is a fall
kept
from grace
failing
right here.
up. Yeah.
Well, no, and then he failed way down. Okay, so he went from offensive coordinator at Virginia in 2008. His next job was graduate assistant at Alabama. He went all the way from OC to GA. That's as far down as you can fall.
That is
wow.
I mean,
You know what
that's almost.
Jesus,
That's
a
like-
graduate assistant. You're hanging out with like the 23-year-old kids.
You know what that is? That's my son is unhireable. I'm Al Groh. Give me an attaboy favor. That's Al Groh burning a favor
That's
for
it.
his
Andrew,
unhireable son.
That's a steeper fall from grace than Curly Holman, the old LSU coach who went from coaching LSU to getting fired from Muscle Shoals, Alabama high school. Like,
Yeah.
I'm also getting intel from my nephew, who's obviously also listening with my mother together in South Carolina live. Matt Groh is currently the director of player personnel at the Patriots.
their
So
drafting has been horrible.
Oh. You know what? I've got his in my yearbook. It has his old home address and his old home phone number. Let's see if we can call him and see if it still works. Let's see if we can call Matt Groh's. Let's see if we can call old 81-year-old Al Groh right now, and get him on the horn and say, "Hey, your son sucks at drafting on the Patriots."
Hey, listen. He was the he was the wide receivers coach on the Super Bowl winning 2017 Eagles. So
Correct.
There you go.
52.
You know.
Correct. Super Bowl 52.
Uh,
Yeah. Is that weird that my yearbook puts your home phone number in the yearbook?
yes,
That is really weird.
That would be weird.
yes.
That would be weird.
Interesting. Yeah.
What was the 90s? So, like, maybe they feel like.
It was 99. Yeah.
So,
The good
Uh,
news
That's
for
how
all
you.
these
That's how
people-
you reached people in the 90s.
The good news for all these people is that if the phone number or the address has a 7 or a 3, you're going to misinterpret it as a 6 and a 9. So you'll never get the number correct anyway. So it's perfect.
all right,
Well
Thomas,
done. Well
give us
done.
the last question.
All right, final question from Skittle Juice, also from the hotline.
Skittle juice.
Hey guys, Skill Juice here. Just calling to say thank you to Dave for story time last week, for raising awareness about the testicle ball maxing issue.
Yeah.
I'm actually one of the 4 international experts on ball maxing that he referenced as, experts agreeing it's a bad idea. And we're actually working on a public service announcement campaign aimed at the youth to get them to stop doing this. I have 3 options for taglines. I'd like y'all's vote on which one we should go with, because we're all split up on the vote. We have swollen isn't a personality, real men don't inflate, and friends don't let friends overpump. So please let us know which one we should go with. Thanks.
For ball maxing. Okay,
I
so
think
we got to
friends don't
come
let
up
friends
with.
inflate is the winner.
I like the second one. I think this is for a ball maxing awareness campaign. This could go national, so this is important, guys. We don't want to screw this up. Dozens of people might hear this. What was the second one? What did he say? Something about
That's not
inflating.
true.
Don't hate, don't inflate. Don't hate, don't inflate. What was it?
Yeah, we have like unique listens, Dave. Like actual people that listen to the show. It's about 2,500 when you combine everything. It's about 2,500 in an episode.
Oh, 2,500. Oh.
I mean, it's not nothing.
My mom and nephew are one of them right now.
Half of them from Malta.
That's right. Malta's falling down on the job. So thanks everybody for the questions. Right, like I said, call the hotline, send Thomas a DM if you're a patron. On the Discord, if you're not a patron, become a patron. You get access to Discord. You can send Thomas 7-8 audio questions, and he'll use the best one.
I was trying to think of a really stupid slogan. All I could think of was, "If you swell, you'll be unwell."
It's not too late. Don't inflate.
Yeah, that's probably better.
All right.
I was thinking of something along the lines of "She really doesn't like it."
So weekend story time.
It's not about you.
We're gonna start, Dave, with Thomas, because Thomas told us, he's like, "Oh, by the way, I'm gonna go to Popeyes in Poland," and we thought he was full of nonsense, but there is a Popeyes in Poland, and we on the show and those listening.
No way.
On the live stream in the chat, we need to help Thomas do his first Popeyes order in Poland.
Wait, it's like opening.
Is it the same menu? Is it the same menu?
No.
I don't know. You tell me, man. Look at the screen. Like I have it open.
This menu.
Is it already open, or is it opening now? Is this like a big opening?
I think they opened
lime
last
and
year.
jalapeno chicken sandwich.
It's disgusting. They got a mango chocolate premium shake that looks horrible.
I don't know what should I take, Andrew. That's what
you need to get the NOLA box, Thomas.
No,
NOLA box.
NOLA box.
I can't believe they have a lime and jalapeno chicken sandwich. What is that?
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Thomas, if they have just regular fried chicken, get a spicy fried chicken, white, dark, mixed, whatever you want to do. Get a fucking biscuit. Do they have biscuits and red beans?
What is this?
Like that's
Red
all you need. If they have red beans
combo. Do you see this Red Bull sauce combo?
What the fuck do you people? What do you
Maybe
even
they
have
in posters, man, and they in posters.
They don't even have biscuits.
Oh, I love that.
What kind of abomination?
They have sandwiches called crunchers. Look at this.
That might be like a regular.
Is disgusting.
That might be like a real.
I think you go
cruncher. I think you go cruncher spicy, Thomas.
Wait, do they have regular chicken? Is there regular chicken?
I don't think they do.
I'm scrolling, man.
That's the whole menu right there.
Yeah,
Kevin, they don't even have biscuits. Al Copeland would be ashamed.
I don't think I'm even halfway there, Dave. I don't know how fast did I scroll.
No, hold on.
What is with the Red Bull? What is with the Red Bull going with the sandwich? And like, as the Red Bull as your drink as part of your meal is very strange.
There's chicken, I think.
Here we go. There we go. No, right there. This is what you get.
Tender. There you go. Boom.
Yes. You get the 5. No, get the 5-piece. Wait, that's tenders. Hold on.
Yeah.
Kevin, maybe communism does need to return to Poland.
Nuggets.
This is horrible.
Classic.
They have wings.
Okay, so you can't even.
They have wings.
Well, yeah, but you can't even get like regular
wings.
They only have wings and tenders. They don't and sandwiches, so they don't have like the regular thing. Anyway, I would get the regular fried chicken. Is there a sides tab at the top?
There is, and it's
chicken tenders,
go to sides and dips.
Classic way. Oh,
cheese.
Shit, yeah.
Cheese and they have a Red Bull sauce, I think.
What? That's disgusting.
You can get Mardi Gras dipping sauce. That's good. They have all the regular dipping sauces, though. That's weird.
They do. Yeah. They do. They have Mardi Gras mustard.
You get the large Cajun fries. You can't even get like
the
mashed
Cajun fries.
potatoes.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
this
the
is-
fuck? Okay, yeah. No,
That's
this
it.
is no good. This is not Popeyes.
There's
Okay,
no-
so you
there's
can't
no-
get red beans.
There's no red beans. There's no biscuit.
Yeah, exactly. This is fucked. This is totally.
Nola
This isn't
box.
Popeyes.
I'm taking
Yeah,
this one.
don't go. I wouldn't even go. I would.
It's just,
I think you go with the Nola box. I think.
I
Wait,
guess.
Popeyes sell
Get a
beignets
beignet.
now? I wouldn't eat a beignet in Poland.
You're not brave enough.
But yeah.
Do it.
No.
We're behind the scenes.
New
Do it.
Orleans
There you go.
beignets. Look at that,
Yeah.
New Orleans, original New Orleans flavor.
man. They
Thomas-
have way more stuff on the menu here, Thomas, than they do in New Orleans, or anywhere in the U.S. This is like
Yeah, this
menu's
menu's
like 5 times bigger.
This
y'all-
looks
you get a lot
huge,
of
man.
different-
Check
Yeah, you
this
have a lot
shit
of
out,
different
man. Like,
sandwiches.
holy
You have a lot of
shit,
different-
this is fucking gigantic, man.
And Thomas,
That is-
just
Jesus.
know wherever you go at a Popeyes, whether it's in the United States, if it's in Poland, they're gonna get half.
They're gonna get your order wrong. Yep.
You're gonna get half
So if
your
you
order
want the
wrong.
Nola, if you want the Nola box, I would order something else, and then hope that you get the Nola box.
And
Man.
if you point it out to them, they will fight you. So
And
so just take.
remember
but
that, Dave? You wanted
videotape
me,
it
you,
with
you
the
wanted
man
me
to
to
know.
take a screenshot, Dave. Remember that?
Yeah.
Man, fried jalapenos.
Yeah, right.
That's
This is
impossible, man.
wild.
Thomas had.
I didn't actually.
Andrew, Thomas
actually, I didn't realize that
his
you could.
entire life.
I didn't realize that you could do this live video share of your thing. We should do more of this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we can do that.
Like you should be pulling up the stats that Kevin pulls up sometimes. Maybe we can look at them.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want, go to this place at your own risk. But this is not the real Popeyes. You're not getting the real Popeyes experience.
So you're telling me I should go to McDonald's?
Hey, Thomas, Wendell Cavalier wants you to scroll all the way up, and he wants you to click on Popeye's Classics.
There they are. They're the first ones.
That's it.
Yeah,
Popeye's
I've seen
Classics,
it.
which is nothing
Fried
classic about Popeyes.
jalapenos and a lime jalapeno chicken sandwich. I mean, this is just
Yeah, a Popeye Classic apparently is a mango chocolate premium shake. That's a classic.
400
That's all.
milliliters.
Nola
worth.
box. Nola box is a classic. Supreme fries.
I mean, so what sauce are you going to get? Are you going to get a 200 gram or a 500 gram container?
I think you got to go Mardi Gras mustard.
Yeah.
Whoa, is it this
Yeah.
one? What the hell?
Or for dips, I mean.
Oh, the dips.
Chicken wings at Popeyes is really weird.
Yeah.
Jalapeno.
I
Which
feel-
sauce is best? Oh shit. Voodoo? What's that? Voodoo
And
dip.
Thomas, if there's a line out the door, don't turn around. Go in there and eat this crap.
Holy shit, ghost pepper dip? Jesus Christ. Are they all spicy?
I mean, I would say yes, but I mean, who knows what they're putting in it over there?
So stay tuned. Become a patron, and you can get the Thomas, the Secret Life of Tomas when he goes to Popeyes. Might be the most viewed thing ever.
I kind of want to go to Popeyes in Poland. I'm not gonna lie.
I kinda don't.
I kind of want to experience this.
Me too.
I mean, I want to try it. This is like when I went to Italy. I remember when I went to Italy back in 2002, 2003, my senior year of college, and I went to the McDonald's just to see what they had to offer at the Italian McDonald's, and they had a sandwich called the McPink, and it was just this. It was just
That
this
sounds
pink,
unsafe.
this pink patty of something. I don't know what it was.
What is that? What is that pink drink? Oh, they have a Red Bull Pink Edition, sugar-free.
Sugar-free.
Kevin,
Dave,
we're gonna
in-
post. Kevin, we're
Dave,
gonna
in the
post
Italian
Thomas eating at
McDonald's?
Popeyes, and it's gonna get 7 million views on YouTube, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Dave, in the Italian McDonald's, was the McFlurry machine broken?
I don't remember that. I've never had a McFlurry. I'm not a
Of
McFlurry
course it
guy.
was, Kevin.
Well, of course you've never had one because all the machines are broken.
Yeah, I'm a Wendy's Frosty guy.
Oh. Frosty solidarity.
So thank you for that, Thomas. We eagerly await your secret life of Thomas at the
Secret
Popeyes in
Lake.
Poland. Dave, what's your story time this week?
Of the week.
Okay, my story time is. Am I the last one? Is that it? Am I the only one else going?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Okay, I sent Thomas Thomas, I DM'd you on Discord and sent you an
I
image.
asked you and you didn't answer, man. Come on.
Oh, I didn't see any. I'm sorry, I didn't see
It's
anything.
gonna be ready for next week.
No, this is for this. Yeah, hilarious. General, I don't even know how to. I'm going to butcher this like Ralph butchers it. General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who is Uganda's chief of staff, and he's also the son of the president. 2 days ago, he warned road contractors that if he sees a that's right. That if he sees a pothole on a road, wait, let me get the exact quote here. Pull it up. Can you pull it up? I want to make sure I get the
almost there,
quote.
man.
All right, he's working on it.
There you go.
He said, if I see a pothole after we have paid for construction of a road, that contractor will pay with his head. I don't know who this guy is. I love him. Love him. Fucking fly him into New Orleans. Elect his ass. Get this guy in charge of my city immediately. Immediately. I love this guy. If I see a pothole after we have paid for construction of a road, that contractor will pay with his head. If Helena Moreno doesn't come out with a statement tomorrow that echoes this sentiment, I am going to be totally disappointed. As far as I'm concerned, this is the only thing that we have. This is the only chance we have as a city to potentially fix our goddamn pothole problems. Love this guy. Love this guy. Don't know nothing about him. Welcome to Uganda. I want to welcome this guy to New Orleans. This guy, he's my spirit animal. He is my spirit fucking animal.
He'd win with 90% of the vote.
Holy shit! This guy could say nothing more, and just throw him on the ballot, and he's got everybody's vote. He's got
potholes or
vote.
death.
Oh my God, I love. That's right. He will pay with his head. And don't get it twisted. You better believe I want to see a Hard Rock Construction or a Bow Brother, whatever. I want to see them out there. I want to see some sort of public display. I want to make a display of these. Yes, I want to make it. Let's put their heads on the fence of Jackson Square.
Dave has gone full authoritarian.
I don't know who handled.
He moved from the hotline to potholes, just like that.
Just let's.
Anyway,
I love this.
From
the story time was amazing.
Fake Popeyes.
Story time gets better and better. I love it. Thomas, before we get out of here, recap the donations, please.
All right, let me switch the graphics real fast. So thanks to you guys, we are now on our 146 big week donation streak. 10 weeks to go. Probably, hopefully, single digits next week. Thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks to Fresno Saint, to Jason Champagne, to Who Dat Gopher, and to the MVP. Dave's not gonna be happy, I think.
Oh,
about
God
this one.
damn it. I'm muting myself.
For the third time this off season, with 60 buckaroos, the only shocking of the night, the MVP, who is the one and only evil empire tooling hater, Oppenheimer. Congratulations.
Thank you, Oppenheimer. Thanks to everybody who donated. We always appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the show and made you laugh, consider supporting the show by going to patreon.com/saintshappyhour. Give us a shot. Every little bit helps make the show a little bit better. And don't forget to follow us on socials, wherever you get your podcasts for free. I'm Ralph Marlboro. Thanks to Dave, Kevin, Andrew, and Thomas running the show back in Poland. Enjoy that Popeyes, Thomas. Until next time, the bar is closed.